So we are going to prove that sine A plus B equals sine A cosine B plus cosine A sine B. So to start, we're going to find what sine A plus B is. So we're going to focus on the triangle OPR, which is this one right here. So the sine of A plus B equals opposite over hypotenuse. So the opposite is line PR, and the hypotenuse equals 1. So therefore, sine A plus B equals line PR. So the next step is to find what sine A is. So for sine A, we're going to focus on the triangle OPQ, this one right here. So the sine of A is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. So the opposite is PQ, and the hypotenuse is 1 again. So therefore, sine A equals line PQ, and then you can plug it in there. The next step, we're going to find the other A, which is cosine A. So for cosine A, we're going to focus on triangle OPQ again, the same one. So for cosine A, it's adjacent over hypotenuse, which is the adjacent is OQ, which is this line right here, and then the hypotenuse is 1. So therefore, cosine A equals OQ, and you plug that in. So the next step is to find the B's. So we're going to find cosine B, and to do this, we're going to focus on triangle PTQ, which is this little one right here. So the cosine of B is adjacent over hypotenuse. So the adjacent line is PT, and then the hypotenuse is sine of A. So to find what cosine B is, you have to multiply by sine A on both sides, and these sine A's will cancel out, and you're left with sine A cosine B equals PT. So then the last step is to find what sine B is. So for sine B, we're going to focus on the triangle OQS, which is this one right here. So the sine of B is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. The opposite line is QS, and then the hypotenuse is cosine A, which we found up here. So to solve this one, you have to multiply by cosine A on both sides. These will cancel out, and then you're left with cosine A sine B equals QS. So to finally prove that all of this is equal to each other, the sine A plus B equals PR, so that can be plugged in there, equals PT, which equals sine A cosine B, and then plus QS, which is cosine A sine B, and so therefore it all works out.